So hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform, and today we're in Kent and Ebbsfleet International is the first station we are at today. So Kent, there's quite a lot to it. It's a very expansive county when it comes to the railway. There's a lot to see, there's a lot to go to. Today's plan is fairly straightforward. We're going to some of the sort of the bigger stations, some other smaller ones as well, but I'm really looking forward to today. So we obviously have the as we go down here, we've got the famous duo joining us today, George and Max. Arnold's friend, Max. Arnold, you're going to get a mention on here quite a lot now because you are Max's friend. So what does Ebbsfleet serve? Mostly southeastern, going to London, St Pancras, and also towards Dover, towards Margate, on the circular to St Pancras. And actually this is one of the stations that is on 2 levels, as it serves Faversham as well on the top level, which we will go to in a bit. The station also does serve calling services from Eurostar. However, at this present point, because of COVID, they're not stopping here and they are just passing. One just passed us, unfortunately we won't see any today, just due to their limited pattern. But yeah, so without me rambling on too much, let's go have a look around. If you do wish to check out any updates on trips, etc., please do join the Discord server. Please ask me for the link and go from there. And anything else, please check out the Facebook group and also check out my Instagram, KTV Vids. So without further ado, let's get started on the day out here in Kent. Enjoy. So to kick things off, here's the entrance to Ebbsfleet. So it's a really big building. It's got its own logo, which is something you don't often see at stations like this, but it does have its own logo. Unfortunately we're not going to be able to go through to it just due to the barrier situation, because basically you've got to go through 2 sets of barriers to get to the higher level platform. It's really, I don't know, quite silly to be honest, but there we go. Anyway, so as we walk over here though, as we go through these railings, well, we won't go through them, but next to them, this is the higher level, platforms 5 and 6 here at Ebbsfleet. So it's those ones there, and you can see that they serve the Faversham services. It's not perfect view, so I do apologise, but those are platforms. So yes, okay, arriving now is going to be the 10:55 southeastern service to Dover Priory, which we're going to be taking. It's going to be 395010. Duncan Goodhue, Olympic gold medalist and bronze medalist. Let's update you when we're on board. Right, so we're on board 395 now, heading over to Dover Priory, the next stop we're going to. Quite a funny story actually. So basically, we're on the, whilst we're walking through trying to find a seat, obviously with every train you've got to walk through the set of doors to get between carriages. So George here, hello. I don't like you. Decided to walk through the door and the door decided to close on him. For him.
My arms hurt.
His arms hurt.
They crushed me quite hard.
So from now on, if you see any train doors, you know they have a crush on George, because they're going to crush him.
395's like me.
Also there's Max. Anyway, we'll update you when we get to the next station. Right, so we've now arrived into Folkestone Central, which is the next station we're visiting today. 395 is now going. It's 395010 that takes that one. So this is quite a long platform, but it is Folkestone Central. This station is served by purely southeastern. They serve services to Dover Priory, to London St Pancras, but they also have the more regional southeastern services which goes towards London Charing Cross. Most services that go beyond Ashford will call here as one of their ports of call. Services to Ramsgate run here, but it's mostly like Dover, London Charing Cross, which is the stopping service. And then we've got London St Pancras, which is faster service, and yeah, so it's usually just Ramsgate and Dover Priory from here. So yeah, the station itself is fairly small. It's only 2 platforms. It's all on an island, but yeah, this is Dover Priory station. Dover Priory, I'm talking loads of crap there. Folkestone Central station. We'll go have a quick look around. So it's just a better view of Folkestone Central because we didn't really get the best view when we were out here and when we got off. So as you can see, the station doesn't really have a great deal of sort of scenery around it. It's mostly vegetation that surrounds it. Some good views behind those houses over there though. But this is basically the station. It's just one big island, quite overgrown on one side. There used to be a 3rd platform, maybe even a 4th platform here, so things have obviously changed over time. But yeah, the station itself, it's okay for Kent and for the county. It's a good enough station, and but it's just weird having a station that's this central and it being this small and almost insignificant. So it's yeah, very different. But there we go. We'll update you in a minute, and yeah, that's Folkestone Central, better view of it. Right, so we are just outside Folkestone Central now. Rundown entrance, not that great, but this is it. The roof is really run down, but yeah, just basically the way in. Barriers are open, so it doesn't seem like it's massively staffed. But yeah, platform 1 trains to London on the sign over here, and then 2 for trains to Dover and Ramsgate, which it says on the sign up there. There we are. So as you just walk up here, this is the subway that leads up to the platforms here at Folkestone Central. Quite sort of, like I say, modern on one side, but then when you get further up the ramp, it's really sort of it's a bit more run down when you get past this point. It's quite big. It's a massive ramp that goes up. It's tight how easy, especially running up for a train. So yeah, this is basically what it looks like. So yeah. Okay, arriving now is going to be the 12:11 southeastern service from Ramsgate to London Charing Cross. This isn't what we're getting on, but it's coming in. It's 375 926 pulling in. We'll see this one leave for Charing Cross in a minute. Okay, now going out is the 12:11 southeastern service from Ramsgate to London Charing Cross. This one's going via Maidstone, Tonbridge and Sevenoaks. And of course going via Ashford as well, actually. It's 375 620 on the rear. And that one heads out. Okay, in comes our train now, the 12:22 southeastern service from London Charing Cross to Ramsgate, 375 714. And 375 805. So on board we go. Next stop for us, Dover Priory. Update you when we get there. Right, so we're on board 375 805. So it's a really nice interior actually, very blue, fitting with the theme. But the seats are quite nice. They don't have plug sockets. Tables are it's a little bit cramped in terms of like leg room, but overall not too bad. We're on our way now. We're just leaving Folkestone Central, and the next stop for us will be Dover Priory. Update you when we get there. Right, so we have just made it to Dover Priory station. I'll update you in a minute after the train has left. Right, going out now is going to be the 12:34 Southeastern service from London Charing Cross to Ramsgate. And 375-805 on the rear.
Oh, lucky!
Brilliant. So this is Dover Priory station. 3 platforms and serves a fair amount of trains. There's tunnels either side. The station itself serves... Right, so this is Dover Priory station, which is currently... the station serves Southeastern between going to Ramsgate, also on the Faversham to London St Pancras service. We've also got a what looks like a 465 turning up, which I didn't expect, but there we go. Don't know what the number is, trying to catch that. 465908 is on that one. That one's actually on a service as well. And 465 looks like 912 on the rear. That's coming in. It's terminating in from what I presume is London Charing Cross, but it could come in. That one actually might be from London Victoria. I have to confirm. But anyway, there's tunnels either end of the station, and just the view out is not very good, a bit basic. But overall, this station is purely just served by Southeastern between over towards Ramsgate. There is 2 sections here. One, the one we just got off of, which goes towards via Sandwich, and then obviously you've got the section over there which takes you along via Faversham. Could be done there. I'm not too up on Kent, but yeah, that is it's Dover Priory. So the other bit of track that I was talking about on the earlier in the other clip, so the 465 here going to London Victoria, they're going to go via Beaksbourne and Canterbury East, which is the other line you can travel on from Dover Priory. It came to me just a minute ago when I saw the calling points. So you've got one line which takes you via Deal and Sandwich to go towards like Ramsgate, and then you've got the other one which takes you to Faversham via Kersney, Shepherd's Well, Beaksbourne, Canterbury East, etc. So there you go. Okay, also pulling in now, we've got a terminating Southeastern service from London St Pancras, which is going to be formed with a 395. The headlights are crazy on that one. So bright, so bright. We have 395 023. On its own. Alright, now we're going to continue. We're going to have a gander around the station. So this here is the entrance to Dover Priory. Quite an old entrance, very run down, needs a paint job, but the sign is quite a nice building with the big writing right at the top. You know, that's really it. It just needs a paint job and it would look really, really good. So and it's got a pumpkin, so if you want to get ripped off, buy food from Pumpkin. Sorry, Pumpkin. We're just going to follow the walkway along towards the platform as well. I think it's on here. No, it's not. It's up some stairs. This is one of the walkways anyway, but the concourse is kind of confusing because I thought that was the way to the platforms, but it's not. So it's somewhere else. But anyway, I'm going to take the lift and carry on from there.
Imagine those having a wheel slip.
Would have been interesting. So we're now at, on board the two 465s, 465908 and 465912. We're going to make our way over to the next station, which will be Faversham. So I'll update you when we get there. Alright, we just arrived into Faversham. We're not staying too long here, so we're going to make this short and sweet. We're probably not going to cover off too much with this station and come back another time, because we're only using this as a changing point. But we are here, and I'll update you in just a minute when our next train arrives. Okay, now in comes our 1337 service, 375609. This is to London Victoria via Sittingbourne and via Bromley as well. Also via Rainham, Gillingham and Rochester, so it's going that way. I'll update you when we're on board and on to our next station, which is Sittingbourne. Right, so we're now on board after 75. We're going to be heading over to Sittingbourne. So there is the... and there they are making noises, as always. I'll update you in a minute. Okay, we're now here at Sittingbourne. We're going to walk over to the end to go see the 375 leave. This station, Sittingbourne, is sat on a junction, but we'll talk about that in a minute. We're going to wait for the train to go, and then we'll update you from there. It's 375 609 and 375 821. So this is Sittingbourne station, located so it's located on the main, I think it's the Chatham main line. I could be wrong. My knowledge of Kent is absolutely dreadful, but we will give it a go anyway. But the station does also sit on the Sheerness line, which is a branch line that takes you over to Sheerness-on-Sea. And does serve a couple of little stations in between. Now we're only going to be visiting 2 of them on the branch today, but we will be visiting them today on the plan. So the station itself is on the Chatham main line, which does basically services to St Pancras. They go via Gravesend here. Also services towards the likes of Faversham and Dover and Ramsgate, and 2 trains an hour to Sheerness-on-Sea. I think it might be hour. No, I think it is half hourly at the moment. That's good. And then also trains go from here to London Victoria. They don't go to Charing Cross. I think they might do on a couple of times, but it's mostly London Victoria on this route. So I'll update you in a moment, because we're going to go to Sheerness-on-Sea next. But for now, we're going to be waiting at Sittingbourne for a little while. And we've got the 465s that we got off of popping up in a bit, so we'll film them. So this is the entrance to Sittingbourne station. Quite a small entrance, bricks and mortar, nice little roof. Actually really nice. I quite like this one. Got a lovely little sign up there, welcome to Sittingbourne. There's not really a great deal to it. It's got a pumpkin, so again, rip off. But yeah, there's got a massive car park which sits just to the right of the station. Quite a lot of cycle spaces as well. So this station is very well facilitated. And for its service Sheerness, you'd kind of expect it to be quite a big sort of car park, because a lot of people would probably want to stop here if they're going out for the day. But yeah, quite a good station building, so yeah, quite good. I'll update you in a moment when we've got some trains coming in. Okay, arriving now is going to be the 1359 southeastern service from Dover Priory to London Victoria. This is going to be formed of the pair of 465s that we had from Dover Priory to Faversham, which is going to be 465912. see this one go out in just a moment to London Victoria. Okay, now going out is said Southeastern service to London Victoria. So that one goes. So you may ask why we didn't just stay on that train from Faversham to here. The reason being is because I wanted to get to Sittingbourne before it arrived and film it come in. So yeah, just wanted to get a head start. Anyway, the next update you're going to see will probably be the train arriving. Well, not the train arriving. Our train we're going to get on at Sheerness on Sea. So I'll update you in a bit because I'm going to get up something to eat. Okay, so 375-310 now. That's going to take us over to our next stop, which is going to be Sheerness on Sea. So update you in a minute when we're on board. Right, now departing Sittingbourne, we're going to be heading over to Sheerness on Sea now on board 375-310. Expecting a 466, but I think they must have moved it over to a 375 now. So yeah, I'll update you when we get to Sheerness on Sea. So now made it to Sheerness on Sea. Gonna have a quick look around and then be back on the train. So we've got a very quick turnaround here. So we don't really have a lot of time here, so we're going to do it all in one. The Isle of Sheppey is nearby here. Sheerness on Sea. The station is the terminus of the Sheerness branch. And it's as simple as that really. Just going to jump in. This is the station. 2 platforms, don't know why, but 2 platforms. 375, 310 sits on the station and we're about to get on it. So yeah, that is Sheerness on Sea in a nutshell. We've done it, this is it. So now back on the train. It was a very quick turnaround, unfortunately, just due to us running late coming into Sheerness on Sea by a minute. So we had less time, so I rushed out, got the entrance and came back in, but got it all in one. Sometimes you've got to do that. We would have stayed here longer if it meant we could get back at a decent time, but really a pain. So we're going to head over to another station on the branch where we're going to spend a lot longer, so I can catch my breath a little bit. So hey everyone, look, Max's camera. So anyway, update you in a bit. Right now departing at Sheerness on Sea on time, just about. I'll try and come back here for longer. Actually no, I won't. Take that back immediately. So we're going to head over to the next station now, which is Swale. So I'll update you when we get there. Right, we just made it here into Swale station. Going to keep the camera on because it's a really quick departure from here. As 375, 310 heads out. George heads off.
So do I.
And Max. Bye. So this station is Swale. This is the least used station within Kent, and the station itself is situated right below or underneath the A249 road. They're so disruptive, it's unbelievable, but you gotta love it. The station as well, it's on a curve, it's one platform, it's the least used station in Kent. It had about 8,000 passenger numbers last year, sorry, in the 2019-20 period. So yeah, it's not perfect in terms of condition, like it's literally just a basic station with a motorway. It's probably one of the most oddly placed stations in the whole of the UK, I think. Maybe there's others that are more odd than this, but having it right above a motorway is not one of those you really expect. with another road literally, well, situated next to it's kind of normal, but above it, right above overpass, it's the A249 overpass. It's weird. So we'll go have a quick look around, see this tiny little station for what it is. We're here for half an hour and go from there. As it's one platform, this sign basically gives you an idea about what direction is what. So to the left, in direction of travel, Sittingbourne. To the right, Sheerness-on-Sea. By the way, Sheerness-on-Sea is an absolute shithole, excuse my language, but it is. I did not like it at all. It's probably one of the worst stations I've visited on the series so far. Just purely because it was crowded. The station is in really poor condition. I just didn't like it. The entrance is the only good bit about it, but the station itself is really just muggy. Really doesn't give off a really good impression for somewhere in Kent. Probably one of my least favourite in the whole of the county, if not the UK. But you know, I've obviously not visited every single one, so it's probably going to be something worse. But yeah, that's just my opinion. We are back in North Kent. Also, we were in Sheerness. We were on the Isle of Sheppey just for a short while, but I think we're heading towards back into North Kent now.
The next train to arrive at platform 1 is 1503, service 2, Sheerness-on-Sea. This service is currently on time.
Oh God, text to speech. Okay, arriving now. This is 1503 southeastern service to Sheerness-on-Sea, which is going to be 375 306, and this is going to be a train that takes us back to Sittingbourne when we get there. Off goes 375 306, heading out on the 1503 southeastern service to Sheerness-on-Sea. Calling it Queenborough and Sheerness-on-Sea. That one will be returning about 27 minutes past, sorry, to pick us up. Right, so this is the entrance into Swale. So literally the old sign there. Now here's just a better look about what is actually above us when we're here. Right up there, there's the station by the way, but right up there is the A249. And that's an overpass which then leads down to continue towards Maidstone. This station is the weirdest station I've been to, purely just because of what's around it. Like, I've seen stations that are, I've been off at stations where literally it is in the middle of nowhere, but this is another level. So the station has absolutely nothing near it. The station is, well, it probably has something near it, but it's a bus ride away if anything. It's just completely just full of nothing. They had 8,044 passengers in 2019-20. That's averaging about 22 passengers a day. 22 people a day come here, but you wonder sort of what for. Is there work nearby? Is it easy to park your car here? I don't know, but one thing's for sure, there's a bloody ditch. One thing's for sure, or just a hole, is that this station is certainly the weirdest one I've ever seen. Something will beat it though, I can tell you. There's just something, a bit of an info board here, which talks to you a little bit about Swale itself as well. Just saying about how it opened as a staff halt. It got renamed a few times as well. So it was called, across the bridge actually, there was another station called King's Ferry Bridge, North Halt, which you could just walk over and catch another train. But got renamed to, well, it was called Swale Halt for a long time, then it just got renamed to Swale after, basically, there was a couple of factories here and they both closed off, so the station didn't really have much use. It wasn't really a Swale Halt. There was another station across the bridge, but that's gone, long gone now. But yeah, the station's actually got quite a lot of history to it, and hence why it's still open now, beyond me. But down here is a ticket machine as well, and funnily enough, it doesn't work. Surprised? I'm not. Okay, arriving now is going to be 375 306. Be 1527 southeastern service to Sittingbourne, which we're going to be getting on now. Really liked it here. So yeah, best station today has been this one because of just how fascinating I am. Obviously I've ranted about it, it doesn't mean I don't like it. It's oddly something that I like, so yeah, off we go. Right, so now we're off at Sittingbourne, and I'll update you in just a moment. Right, arriving here, we've got the 1545 South Eastern Service London Victoria on the 375615. Also coming in is our 1544 South Eastern Service to Ramsgate 375626. And something else, and we're going to be taking this to the last station of today, Margate. Sorry, not last station of today, ignore me. Taking us to Margate. Right, so we just left Sittingbourne on 375. I'm going to be making our way, yeah, Sittingbourne is another way of putting it. We're now making our way over to the next stop, which will be Margate. Got a nice break now because it's got a 40-minute journey, which is good. Max's voice went just all sorts of places there. Right, we've now arrived into Margate. You can see the train go out as always. This station looks really nice, the building already, just from first glance. So you can see this train go out and then I'll update you from there. This is Margate. Okay, now departing is going to be the South Eastern Service. The slightly delayed 1626 South Eastern Service to Ramsgate from London Victoria.
Lucky. No.
The rear of it being 375613. So this is Margate station. The station has a few more platforms than normal. It's got 4 platforms, and these two are following me because they like to. It's a very nice station. We're going to go have a look around and I'll go into more detail in a minute. Right, might leave those two gone. This is Margate station. So this station serves South Eastern and serves the Margate section of the Chatham Main Line, as it's known. It's also served by South Eastern High Speed to London St Pancras. They usually can start here during peak time, and sometimes they'll just go through anyway. The station is quite big. It's bigger than I envisioned it to be. So that's an interesting start already with regard to Margate. But the station building is quite nice. It's quite a famous one as well with the way it looks. And this is another one of the stations where Only Fools and Horses has been filmed. I mentioned that in Torquay as well. So yeah, let's go and have a look around. Just now walking across Margate subway as well. It's quite open, pretty much generally open, and quite big. The station is in pretty good condition. Good facilities overall. Really big area as well. So just head on to platform 4 now. Update you from there. Okay, in comes a terminating South Eastern service from London St Pancras. One to the 395, which is going to be 395026. Mark Woods, 4-time Paralympic gold medalist. So we're going to go have another look around and go outside Margate station as this one comes in. So here is the entrance to Margate. That is an incredible entrance. Look at that. Building, everything about it. Insanely good. Classic entrance. Really well built. Architecture insane. My favourite today is easily this one. Let me know what you guys think, because I really like it. Alright, so we're on board 395026 now. We're going to be making our way over to Ashford International now. We're on board there. Max is enjoying life and tired, but Strap on board 395026. Yeah, first real long javelin journey throughout Kent, which I've not really done before, so that's quite good.
Southeastern service.
Okay, we've now arrived into Ashford International on the 395, and I'm going to update you when the train leaves and go from there. Go. Right, departing now is going to be 395026 on the 1743 Southeastern service from Margate to London St Pancras. Off goes that one, heading over to London St Pancras. And there's Max. Okay, so here we are at Ashford International. This station I didn't really cover off earlier today, so don't worry, it's here now. This station serves as a junction for South Eastern High Speed. They go towards Margate, Dover, they do that. Also the services from Victoria and Charing Cross also meet here, and they'll go on their respective routes going back to London. One's to Victoria going via Maidstone, the one's to Charing Cross going via Sevenoaks and Tonbridge. Arriving in here, we've got the 1746 service to Dover Priory from London St Pancras, 395005. Dame Tanny Grey Thompson. And there's that one. So this station also serves an hourly southern service going to Ashford International. Sorry, at Ashford International, going to Eastbourne. Used to go to Brighton a little while ago, but it doesn't anymore. And this station also serves Eurostar once upon a time, but at the moment they don't. Interestingly enough, I don't know if it's still the case, but the 373s are the only Eurostar traction that can call at this station due to the platform layout. So the 374s can call here in the future, but they have to work on the platforms on platform 4 and platform 3, which are the middle two platforms you can see. They are for Eurostar only. And these two platforms for anything going beyond Ashford towards Kent, and then sorry, that's platform 6, it's for that. Platform 5 can also be used for that. They're both bi-directional towards London, and it's pretty much the side for that. Platform 1 is for the Eastbourne Ashford services, southern services. Platform 2 is used for services towards London Charing Cross, London Victoria, and also used for services that start here to London. Also platform 1B, just a bit further down, go off from there as well. There's a, I don't know what that is down there. I think it's 377, and it's an ex-Southern 377. It's got the livery on it as well. That's pretty cool. Anyway, we'll go and update you in a minute. So just on the video at the moment, we're just going to walk towards Ashford International's entrance, and then update you right at the end. So we're just quite busy out here, but you will see it. It's this building over here. One here, quite a nice building as you go in. Don't really have a lot of time, but this is basically what it looks like. It's quite a nice building, I quite like it, to be fair. So yeah, that's Ashford. Okay, so we just made it back to Ashford International's platform. Got 171. It's going to take us back to Hastings now. So thank you guys for watching this video from every platform from Kent. If you have liked what you've seen, please do like and subscribe, and leave any comments as well as the platform as I can. Any recommendations are welcome, of course. Can't talk, but I will say it's been a really, really good day. The next every platform episode will be from Surrey, so look out for that one very soon. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.